We are here at plug.eu in Brussels live and we're interviewing all the interesting startups here. And now I'm talking to Heikki Haldre, CEO and partner of FitsMe Robotics. And this guy makes the most amazing things. Robots which basically help you to see how your clothes look on your body. Paul or Heikki, what's the idea?
Well, I guess when I was a small kid, I always had this dream that one day I will have my own army of robots and I will take over this world. Well, not quite, as now we are creating robots. But for the
here we see robots for the fashion industry.
These are those robotic shape-shifting mannequins. They can grow really tiny, or they can, grow a belly, or even grow breasts here.
You have robots which basically the breast can go big and huge and belly is big, and you basically make those robots. They can take any shape and you can then see how they fit, how your clothes fit.
Well, they're used in clothing e-commerce, so that when people want to buy clothing online, and of course there's this single big problem there. There's no fitting room in online shopping. But when there's no fitting room, you cannot try clothes online, well, most people wouldn't buy. So we create a virtual fitting room.
So let's see here. We're looking at the screen here, and what do we see? We have here a piece of clothes.
Right. If you are on a product view page, there's always the trouble. You might like this clothing, but you don't know which size to buy. So we are this button here, need help with sizing. We ask the people to enter the body measurements, and then we can show them the robotic mannequin which has their body shape and size. So they can choose this mannequin to wear this size extra small, for example. Say it's really tightly fitting and maybe they don't like it, and show how does XXL fit on my body. And maybe it's too loosely fitting hip-hop style, maybe they don't like it again, but most people would probably go to medium on this particular body size. And you can look it on the back side and then see how long are the sleeves. So it gives a very realistic, helpful view.
You have made this robot, has done thousands and thousands of different views from every product. And you make photos of that and you basically show the appropriate photo whenever somebody with that size of body is having those clothes on.
We make about 2,000 photos of each clothing item, so that on differently sized robots. So when you enter your body measurements, it really quickly shows you side by side how different sizes of clothing.
Oh yeah, so here I can see how it is with XS, medium and XL, and I can see how it fits my body. And those pictures are made with your robot.
Yeah.
And this is just one of your dreams of how to use robots and make them useful. So there must be a lot of other things. Or is this the main thing from this startup, which is called Fits.me? www.fits.me.
Just recently we were selected here in Brussels to be one of the top 10 most innovative Eastern European space tech companies. Now apparently
space tech? Yeah.
Apparently those spacemen up there need a really well-fitting spacesuits. So when I was kidding about the army of robots, the military uses are not so far away. But we are really focused on e-commerce. That's where the most money is. Clothing retail is the e-commerce's biggest category today. Although
what? More than travel?
You know what? Let me show you this. Where every second computer is sold online today. 50% of computers are sold online today. Only 7% of clothing is sold online. Why is this so small? Because there's no fitting room. But this year, clothing sells more than anything else. Clothing is the biggest e-commerce category.
So that 7% of clothes is 26 billion and 50% of the computers is only 20 billion. So even if it's so small, it is a lot bigger. So if it grows...
I'm here to make it grow dramatically faster by solving the single biggest problem really for the biggest e-commerce category.
Okay. When did you start with this idea and this company?
Well, it's 2 universities and 1 research facility are working on this, and they have been working on this in their science corridors for almost 3 years. So only last year we raised just over 1 million in VC funding, and only from last year we are beginning to commercialize. So we ran a public trial. The trial results were actually amazing. We increased the sales over 3 times. We reduced the...
Wow, so if you have a page and I can basically see how it fits on my body, 3 times more people will buy.
Well, nobody would want to try on socks or hats or even t-shirts, but say your jacket, which probably costs quite a lot, you wouldn't buy it without trying.
That's true.
We can increase the sales of those items which are more expensive and fitted fashion, which
How much? How do you sell your robot? Is that per session of photographer, or do you sell them outright? And how much is a robot like that?
You'd like to know, especially the female robot, right? It's a business-to-business service, so people cannot buy the robots yet. It's a business-to-business service we provide for clothing retailers.
Do you sell them per day, or rent them per day, or how's the business model work?
A robot is a tool to make the photos. So in the end, we just sell the service of the whole thing. It runs on our servers. We don't need to sell robots. The retailers don't need to do anything with the robots.
They give the clothes, and they get 2,000 pictures of the different clothes for different models, and you put it into your and you also do the service on the website to basically say, do you need help for fitting that?
Right.
Okay. And how much do you charge for those kinds of services? I mean, one piece, 2,000 photos, and the thing is it €100? Is it €1,000? Is it €10,000? What kind of category of thinking should I think about?
It's a pay-per-click model. So when customers, click on the retailer site on this need help with sizing button, the retailer will be paying a couple of cents or pennies to us.
Can I see on fits.me? Can I see a demo of it?
Yes, you can.
Well, good luck with the pitch this afternoon. And it's really, I love that robot. That looked really cool. Heikki from fits.me.